Hello and welcome to another video from the Ginger Shop and the Travelling Coffee Cup. Today we're in Newcastle to take a tour of the Newcastle Metro system. This is going to be a good one. I've wanted to do this for such a long time and I finally got the chance to do it. So let's head downstairs into the Metro system and see where we're going today. Hope you can join me. As we head into the bowels of Central Station, there are two ways of paying on the metro system in Newcastle. You can pay by debit card, or you can get what I got, which is a POP card. I got it on my phone, which basically is like the Newcastle version of an Oyster card. So, and it's similarly reduced. Plus, there's a cap on it as well, so you're not going to overspend stupid amounts of money. And one thing you will notice is, as you can see at the minute, the station is black and white. Watch what happens when we get near Sunderland. So as you can see, when you're on the Tyne side of the metro system, everything is black and white, as it quite rightly should be. But one thing you will notice, especially when we get towards South Heighton, is the colours will change because you get towards the Weir side of the metro system and Sunderland, and especially at our first station call, the change in colour is very evident. So this is going to be quite a fun trip. So while we wait for our metro, or metro as they say up in the northeast, I'm just going to show you how Newcastle's kind of taken a leaf out of London's book and brought in their version of an Oyster card. It's not called Oyster, obviously, it's called POP, which I think is brilliant. I saw one here. So you can pay by normal card, or you get one of these, which actually makes your journey cost less than it does if you just pay by normal debit card. To doing one of those, you either get the card sent to your home address, which I couldn't because I'm already here, or, which I have done, is put it on my smartphone. So basically when I tap in and out, it'll let me in and out of the station. So yeah, that should be quite fun, shouldn't it? I think Manchester are going to bring that in now, especially with the birth of the B network and everything being yellow. But we're going to wait for our first metro to appear out of the gloom and take us towards Sunderland. On this network since I was a child, and there was, well, I loved it when I was a child, especially for this scene. One of the other end of it as well, so you can feel like the driver of the train. They are in the process of replacing with a similar class of train to the one that we saw on the Merseyrail network. I'll put the class here. So I wanted to get this done before they changed it, because I love these things. Look at this view. So yeah, just crossed the Tyne into the Gateshead and Sunderland, it actually joins part of the National Rail network. So if you, I'll put a picture of a map up now, just like from Heworth to Sunderland, it joins the National Rail network. So I could have got the train to Sunderland, but I thought, no, I wanted the tram. Sorry, the Metro, I apologise. Not in Manchester now, but get a grip of yourself. This is Heworth. So we're in Heworth. Honestly, being on one of these trams is bringing back so many like memories. It's funny. Because they used to have like different coloured ones, like they weren't all like uniform colours. Like we had red ones, green ones, yellow ones, blue ones. They even had a police coloured one. That was funny. You'd see people into the station, you'd see police all over. You're thinking, honestly, I wish they'd do that again. I wish they'd do that again. There you go, South Hilton. I apologise, I said it wrong at the start of the video. I apologise. I just wish they'd bring it back. You know, bring back the colours. And the door announcements have changed as well, so yeah, I'm getting on a bit now. I'm actually enjoying the trip down memory lane, being on these trains and videoing it as well, so I couldn't think of anything better to do. So I'll see you when we get to our first stop. So this is our first stop on the system, the Stadium of Light. Now if you notice behind me, it's not black and white anymore, it's red and white, because of Sunderland Football Club. Well, if we got off at the station with the stadium's name on, then I wonder where we're going to be going next. I wonder why I'd get off at the Stadium of Light station. Oh yeah, for this, the home of Sunderland Football Club, the Stadium of Light Stadium. Now while Newcastle have the Saudi investment fund backing them and are turning them into a powerhouse of Europe, in fact, look what I spotted in Newcastle last night. Sunderland have had a bit of a tumultuous past few years. Relegated twice, but now hopefully on the way back up. I think they're currently in the Championship. At the time of filming, I'll put where they are I'll put the table up now where they are. But the Premier League isn't the Premier League without this lot, because as much as, you know, other places have got, you know, the North London derby, the Manchester derby, the Tyne-Wear derby deserves to be in a Premier League fixture. And my first ever game in this part of the world was at this stadium. I've not been back since, unfortunately, but maybe hopefully one day I will come back to the Stadium of Light, and hopefully it's when they're back in the Premier League, because this is a huge stadium, put the capacity in now. So what we're going to do is, we're going to leave the Stadium of Light and head back to the Stadium of Light station, and then get back on the Metro over to Sunderland. Now I know this is called the Stadium of Light station, but it's not the closest station to the stadium. Try and get that many S's words out in one sentence. The closest one is actually St. Peter's, which I find really weird. Why don't you name that one this? No idea. If you know, let me down in the comments. So now that we've seen the beautiful Stadium of Light, let's go 2 stops down through St. Peter's to Sunderland Station. But first, I might need to use my pop card again.
Metro service to Newcastle Airport is delayed by approximately 8 minutes. This service is currently at Pallium.
Nice to keep you up to date with the Metro on the platforms. Manchester they don't just show it on a LED screen. So it's quite nice. I just love how we're actually underground as well. So I think what we'll do is that we'll go upstairs, tap out, and have a look round Sunderland station, because this is a train station I've actually never been to before. So imagine if it said lift call declined. So yeah, let's go and see Sunderland station. I was expecting like quite a big train station. As you can see, this is where I just was. This is platforms 1 and 2, and that's platforms 3 and 4, and that's all they have. So it's quite different to Central Station in Newcastle, isn't it? I was like, where's the train station? And then I was like, oh, it's downstairs, the same as the metro. I am so stupid. So yeah, this is the metro stop and the train station all rolled into one. Well, I'm going to show you the screens. Now, see if you can spot the obvious problem with this. Just show you the screens. Now, the time currently is 32 minutes past 7. Spot the problem with the screens. Yeah, they're several hours in front or behind. I don't know if it's from yesterday or not. There's a metro train. Be able to like tell you when the next train's coming into here, but as that is several hours either in front or behind, I can't do that. So I think we'll stay on the platform and wait. Station for a train, just to see one. And you'll never guess which franchise it is. We have Northern! Metro system and a train use the same line and same station. Like Manchester's split up, London for the most part is split up. But yeah, something a bit different. And it's a class 158 as well. What a result! But with the Northern behind me, we're gonna clock back in with our pop card and make our way to a boat. Now, bet you didn't see that coming, did you? But to get to the boat, we need to take 2 metro trams. Or metros, sorry. It's saying tram. So we're gonna head up towards Gateshead and then go towards our next station call. This, Northern on one platform, Metro on the other. We're not getting that, we're going over here. So, let's make our way to our next station. So, we're on the south side of the Tyne, at South Shields. We got here using that lovely metro. So what we're going to do now is, we're going to go to South Shields Dock and get the boat over to North Shields. I mean, why not? I mean, it's part of the actual like transport system. So it's not an extra fare. It's part of the transport system. The like bus, tram, and boat. One of the other places I know that does that. So we'll walk to the port now, and I'll show you how you get from one side of the Tyne to the other. Now this is the new South Shields station. The old one, you can see from the platform. So I'll show you it from street level. I'll tell you what, this pop card's brilliant. I love it. I think it's great. So yeah, we're gonna make our way to the ferry. It's a 10-minute walk, it's saying. So yeah, 10 minutes, walk to the centre of South Shields and straight to the ferry. Can we see it? Yes, we can, just. So there's the old station of South Shields. So the tram now stops there. So this is a new build. And there's the old station, which you can no longer get to. But yeah, South Shields. So let's walk over to the ferry and get over to North Shields, shall we? So there it is, the River Tyne. And we're going over there. But first, we've got to get down here. So we've just missed one. The next one is at 9:15. Right, so let's go down here and buy a ticket, shall we? What a lovely day in Newcastle it is. And there's the port of Tyne. You can actually get a boat from there all the way to Holland or the Netherlands. Definitely to do that at some point. Well, waiting for the boat across the Tyne. 7 bridges that span the Tyne in a single mile. So you've got the Red Hugh, King Edward, Queen Elizabeth II Metro Bridge, High Level Bridge, Swing Bridge, Tyne Bridge. Now, the Australians copied that. Millennium Bridge. And then I'll show you where we are. There's the Tyne Tunnel. I've been through that, not been through the pedestrian one. But that's where we are. So we're going to go from here over to there. Tynemouth is around here. Tynemouth Priory, North Pier. Been to that lighthouse a few times. But this is all on the south side of the Tyne. So yeah, it's you look at it on a map, doesn't look that big, but yeah, we have come quite a way out of Newcastle city centre. And we'll wait for it to cross the Tyne to North Shields. Once we've done that, as I've said, Tynemouth next, after North Shields, and from there we'll make our way to a place with a few planes. Now, this is the boat that's taking me to North Shields, but the Tyne is known for big cruises, well, like cruise ships. Well, it just so happens the DFDS obviously knew what was coming, because look what's coming down the Tyne back from its trip to the Netherlands. Look at the size of that. That just tells you how deep the Tyne actually is. It can take one of those beasts. Beautiful. Definitely need to do the DFDS trip across to Holland. In fact, I'll put where it goes to in now. What's the name of that ferry? Princess Seaways. You've been spoiled today. You've had boats, you've had ships, and you've had football stadiums and metros. Puts that one into perspective, doesn't it? Now, I said that is a boat that takes you over to Holland, but if you look at the front, that's a Danish flag. So it goes from England to Holland, or the Netherlands should I say, and it's Danish registered. But that is an imposing sight. Beautiful. So that's going to go into the port of Tyne and then dock and prepare for its trip back tonight. Well, I thought it was going to be this one to take me. It's not. Let's get on board before it leaves, shall we? With DFDS behind me. Definitely need to do that at some point on the travel anyway, but look at the seats. Love that. Where that blue bridge is over there. On a bus to North Shields Metro station. So yeah, this video's been great. We've had boats, we've had ferries, we've had football stadiums and buses and metro. I spoil you lot sometimes. I've got to say, if you're ever in Newcastle, you definitely need to do the ferry, because it's just a different way of getting around. You know, you can get across the Tyne without having to go all the way into Newcastle. So yeah, if you're ever in South Shields, get the or North Shields in fact, get the ferry over. Great way to travel, especially when it's like this, which is not that often. Well, here we are, North Shields. There's one of the lighthouses in the distance. Beautiful. So, on the Tyne. Let's go get a bus up to North Shields Metro station, shall we? Can't get over this view. Well, that was a great trip. 4 minutes. But it's dropped me off in North Shields. Now, I've been up here for nearly 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And I can tell. Because when it dropped me off, I went, what on earth have I just been dropped off at? Because when I last came to North Shields, that didn't exist. That wasn't even, that I didn't even know that was happening, and I've got off that bus at 317 and I was like, where on earth are you dropping me off? And then I was like, wow. Because I remember that, but this, I had no idea. Wow. But yeah, this is where my family was, and this is where I used to get the metro from. In fact, there's the station. Wow. Trips down memory lane are hitting me hard right now. But let's get on the metro, shall we? So, off the bus, back onto the metro. North Shields, let's go. North Shields Station. this is where my family lived around. So I've caught a metro from this station since I was like a small child. And I was even more ginger back then as well. Scary, that thought, innit? Anyway, back to the tram, back to the metro network. The roof's changed a bit wavy. And I have never seen anyone get on or off a metro on that platform there. Although I think that's just for staff. Because, I mean, it says do not trespass, so I don't think you can go past that point there over there. So our next metro will come from Percy Main and Meadowell, and then go through that tunnel to another station that I personally like for its usage. To Tynemouth. Now this station behind the the gate line on a weekend has a market, and when that market is on, Tynemouth station is a hive of activity. But today, as you can tell, it's not on. And we are in the lovely October sunshine. Now, if you looked at these stations, or especially Tynemouth, you'd notice it looks a bit too fancy to be a metro station. And in a previous life, this was part of British Rail. Pretty much like how some of the ones in Manchester are British Rail, all railway alignments as well. But I love this station just because of how beautiful that roof is. I mean, it's gorgeous. On the yellow line, which goes via the coast back into Central Station. We were on the green line this morning when we went to Sunderland, and that was nearly like 2 hours ago. But when we get back round the coast to Haymarket, not the one in Edinburgh, we will change back onto the green line and go to a place where things have wings. But between then and now, we're just going to enjoy this lovely train station. Now, the metro is currently going through, as I've said, a bit of a remodelling, and so much so that some of the services aren't happening because they've run out of trains because they're replacing them. So, they're saying it might take longer for them to turn up. So, take as long as you need, Nexus, I'm fine. But please don't replace them before I finish this video. Newcastle Airport. I've had a look round Newcastle Airport. It's quite hard to find anywhere to spot from. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a video on the metro and a video somewhere else. Not the airport, fortunately. I'll have to do a bit more research. Next time I'm in the northeast, we'll do an airport video. I'll find somewhere to watch the planes from.
The train standing at platform 1 is for South Hilton via Newcastle.
Yep, there you go. So, I'm going to head into the terminal building and see where I can have a spot of breakfast, because I'm a bit hungry and I've been on the metro since about 6 o'clock this morning. As I don't want to miss anything out that'll be really good to see, I'm going to split the video into two, and I'm going to finish the first bit here at the airport. I do hope you've enjoyed part 1 of our Metro Odyssey. Part 2 will be out next week, but until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and me and the Coffee Cup will see you next week for part 2.